Shalom, welcome to another video, and as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing in, keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear, whether they forbear. All right, so the lesson that we're going into today is going to be going to the topic of who are the biblical nations and what are the three classes of men in the Bible. Okay, and the reason why this topic is so important is because essentially we're in this thing we call life is just one big movie. All right, and we're just all playing out a movie script. Okay, the Bible is that movie script, and the only way that you can understand it is if you know who the characters are. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with that. All right, and here I've got up the table of nations. Okay, 18 nations that the Lord created, and all of these nations descend from one of the three sons of Noah. Excuse me. All right, he had three sons: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with that topic, and Yahweh Rachazah is edifying to the elect. All right, so I'm gonna start off here in the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 1, and it reads, "Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and to them were sons born after the flood." All right, I'm not going to go and literally list them all off. Okay, if you want, you can go back to the beginning of the video, pause it, and you can take a look at all the different nations that are listed on the table of nations. And there is more, but it's narrowed down to those 18 because those are the main nations. All right, the sons of those nations that are listed, they created their own nations. All right, but okay, the main key players in prophecy, all right, are Jacob and Esau. Okay, those are the main key players. All right, and all these other different nations, they play a part as well. Okay, they're pretty much side characters, and it's important to know, who we're talking about when we're making these videos on prophecy. You hear different biblical names. Okay, it's important to know who that refers to in today's time, because in this society we don't go based off of what we don't call people based off of what the Bible calls them. Okay, and that's done by design. That's done on purpose to cause confusion. All right, the wicked set it up that way. Okay, there's only a few nations that really know, who they are according to the Bible. Like the Arabs, they know that they're the Ishmaelites. Okay, and et cetera, et cetera. All right, Gog and Magog, we know that Gog is Russia. All right, but once again, it's important to understand these things when you're trying to decode this movie script. All right. So once again, you could find the list of the different nations here in Genesis, the 10th chapter, and I'm going to skip down to verse 35, I believe, which is the 32, which is the last verse. It says, "These are the families of the sons of Noah after their generations in their nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood." Okay, so you can read that table of nations and then go through and read it here in Genesis, the 10th chapter. Also, another thing that's important to understand is that a lot of the people have been displaced. Okay, people that were there in the ancient times, not the same people that are there today. Okay, for example, ancient Egypt. All right, you had the ancient Egyptians there. Okay, which were Hamites. They were, so-called Africans. Okay, not the same as the Negroes, but they were a dark race of people. The people that are there now are invaders that primarily are a mixture of Arab and Greeks. Okay, those are the and also Arabs and Greeks. Those are the main ones that pretty much took that region over. All right, same with what's known of today as the land of Israel, okay, the land of Canaan. All right, the people that used to be there were the Canaanites, okay, which are so-called Africans today. All right, so when it's passing out judgments on Tyre and Zidon, which Tyre and Zidon, and today they're cities that are located on the coast of Palestine. It's actually speaking of judgments against the so-called Africans, but you have to know who were the original people that were in that land, that the land was named after. Okay, because all these people that are on this table of nations here in Genesis, the 10th chapter. Okay, these people spread out, and lands were named after these people. Okay, once again, we don't use those biblical names today But that's why, according to prophecy, we've broken it down for you through that table of nations chart. Those are the main key players that you're going to see within prophecy. Okay. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next topic, which is the three classes of men. All right. So let's just go to the scripture, Revelation chapter 9 and verse 15. Okay. And before I go into this, just to give you a quick breakdown of it, okay, you have three classes of men on the earth. You have the sons of the Most High, which are the Israelites, sons of God. Then you have the sons of the wicked, okay, which are the Edomites. And then you have the rest of the heathen nations, which are the sons of men. Okay, and essentially, the two most important players or characters in this movie, all right, are the sons of God. Okay, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the protagonists. And then you have the sons of the wicked, to the Edomites. Okay, the so-called white man, so-called white race. Okay, they are the antagonist. All right, or another word for it would be the villain in this movie. All right. Now, let's read here in Revelation 9 and 15. This is where that phrase comes from, the three classifications of men. It says, "And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men." All right, and this is talking about the final day of judgment. Okay, and the reason why it says to slay the third part of men, because once again, you have three classifications. All right, you have the sons of the Most High, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of men. Okay, the judgment is mainly coming to punish the sons of the wicked. All right, which we're going to go ahead and get a precept on that right quick. All right, Isaiah chapter 34, and I'm going to start from the top with this one. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter." Okay, so he's going to punish all of the nations. All right, he's going to judge all the nations, okay, including the wicked of the sons of God. Okay, 2/3 of our people, they're going to be judged. Esau is going to be judged, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of men, these heathen nations. All right, but the main portion, the heaviest portion of judgment is coming for Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which is the sons of the wicked, which we're going to prove that as we keep reading. It says, verse 3, "Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together." Okay, and this is going into the nuclear mushroom cloud. Okay, that's what he's using for imagery. All right, the heavens being rolled together as a scroll. "And all the hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off the vine, as a falling fig from the fig tree." Okay, verse 5, it says, and here's the point in verses 5 and 6, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment." All right, and Idumea is just another word for Edom. Okay, so that judgment that's prepared for that hour, that day that we just read about in Revelation 9 and 15, to slay the third of men. Okay, it's primarily slaying Edom. Okay, it's primarily coming for Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. It says, verse 6, "The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea." Okay, that's who he's coming to judge. The oppressor, the villain, the antagonist of this movie. All right. So now, okay, let's go and get another scripture on this. Okay, so Idumea is just another word for Edom, and they are the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. Okay, this is also spoken of in Malachi chapter 1. All right, I'm going to read from the top. It says, "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi." It says, "I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness." Okay, so even though they have this empire, this kingdom that they've been ruling over the earth for 2,000 plus years now, all right, starting off with the Greeks, okay, he said he laid their heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Why? Because the main place, their main kingdom, all right, which is, America, Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. Okay, and it's going to be, there's nothing that's going to dwell here but desert creatures, reptiles, and things of that such. All right, it says, verse 4, "Whereas Edom saith, we are in will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right, see that? Okay, so the sons of the wicked, all right, they are known of as the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Okay, and the sons of the wicked were created solely for the purpose of punishing the sons of the Most High for their sins. Okay, once again, they are the antagonist of this movie. Okay, Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 12. It says, Art thou not from everlasting, O Yahweh my power, mine holy one? We shall not die, O Yahweh. Thou hast ordained them for the judgment, O mighty power, and thou hast established them for correction. Okay, that's their whole purpose. They were established, okay, for the judgment of those sons of God that went off. All right, Psalm 17 and 13, it says, Arise, O Yahweh, and disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, it says, verse 14, From men which are thy hand, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Okay, so they have their portion in this life. This is one of the characteristics of the wicked. All right, just like, you know, even in traditional movies. Okay, you have the bad guy. You know, he's rich, he's got all the money, he's like the crime boss. Okay, that's Esau. All right, that's the sons of the wicked. Okay, they're the antagonist, the villain of this movie. Okay, and they have their portion in this life. All right. So once again, the reason I'm going into their characteristics is because this whole movie is all about the two main characters, the protagonist, which is Jacob, and the antagonist, the villain, which is Esau. Okay. So we got to, you know, read the characteristics so you're able to identify who they are. We're not just, you know, saying this out of the blue. Okay. This is Job 21 and 7. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power? Their seed is established with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them. Their bull gendereth and faileth not. Their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and harp, and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. See that? So they spend their days in wealth, characteristics of the wicked. It says, Therefore they say unto the Most High, Depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty, that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How often is the candle of the wicked put out, and how often cometh their destruction upon them? The Most High distributeth sorrows in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind, and as a chaff that the storm carrieth away. The Most High layeth up iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the sons of the wicked. All right, they're going to drink of the wrath of the Almighty. All right, let's get a little bit more. Okay, Psalm 73. And I'm going to read verses 3 through 20. All right, it says, For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, and violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. Once again, they got the wealth. They are corrupt and speak wickedly. Concerning oppression, they speak loftily, so they're very arrogant, very proud. Okay, I'm going to skip down. All right, it says, verse 10, Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, How doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. All right, and this is once again a characteristic of the wicked. All right, I'm going to skip down to verse 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High. Then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou castest them into their own destruction. How are they brought into desolation as in a moment? They are utterly consumed with terrors, as a dream when one awaketh. So, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. All right. So when Yahweh Bashem Al Shai rises to judge the earth, he will return to a world that's ruled over by the Edomites, okay, the wicked, and he will crush them. All right, let's just go ahead and get that in the prophecies. All right, Isaiah 61, and matter of fact, excuse me, Isaiah 63, Salakia, and just bear with me. All right, here we are, Isaiah 63 and verse 1. All right, and it reads, it says, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save." Okay, this is speaking of Yahweh Shai. When it says, "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel? Why is your clothing red, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there is none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come." All right, so this is ultimately what this movie is all about. Okay, that Yahweh Shai returning, okay, and executing vengeance upon Edom. All right, that is the climax of this movie. Okay, this is the end. This is the beginning of the end for Esau. It says, "And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in mine anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth." Okay, so he's coming to save the sons of the Most High, and to avenge them on the sons of the wicked. All right, so, okay, the sons of the Most High, all right, they're, in a low estate right now. All right, until the Lord returns. Okay, Isaiah 35 and 4. "Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong and fear not. Behold, your power, your God, will come with vengeance, even the Most High with a recompense. He will come and save you." Okay, so this, remember, he's coming to come after, to judge, to destroy the third part of men. Okay, that classification of men that is the sons of the wicked. He's coming to execute punishment upon them. All right, and he's coming to deliver the elect, the underdog. All right, Zephaniah 3. Verse 14, it says, "Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hath taken away thy judgments, he hath cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt see no evil any more. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, Fear thou not, and to Zion, Let not thine hands be slack. The Lord thy power is in the midst of thee, is mighty. He will save, he will rejoice over thee with joy, he will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden." Because why? What is it talking about? The reproach was a burden. Okay, Jacob was ruled over and reproached and destroyed by their enemies, the sons of the wicked. Okay, because of their disobedience. Okay, but those that are solemn, are sorrowful, repentant for their sins, are going to be gathered to be delivered. Verse 19, "Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, the sons of the wicked. And I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes." Okay, and this is the end of the movie, where the good guy actually wins. All right, Isaiah 14, verses 1 through 3. "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve." All right, so that's going to be for Jacob. The underdog is going to win. All right, so what's going to happen? Okay, you're going to have the three classifications of men, the sons of the Most High. They're going to receive salvation. Okay, and they're going to rule over their oppressors, the sons of the wicked. All right, and the heathen nations, they'll be ruled over as well. All right, but they're not going to get as nearly as harsh of a punishment as Esau is. Okay, but Psalms 126, I'll close out with this. It says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue was singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord hath done great things for them. Okay, so the sons of men, heathen nations, are going to say, wow, look how much the Lord blessed them. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad. Turn again our captivity, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, as the streams in the south. They that sow tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him. All right. So that's pretty much it. Okay. We got the table of nations. All right. Who are the biblical nations? Once again, you can go back to the beginning of the video and look at that, study it for a little bit. And we do go into greater detail than what's listed, on that image. But that's a good base. That's a good start to be able to understand when you're reading prophecy who it's talking about. All right. Also, same with the sons of the wicked. Okay. This is how you're able to. You look at the characteristics of the two main characters. All right. You look at the characteristics of Jacob and biblical prophecy, and you look at the characteristics of Esau in biblical prophecy, the sons of the wicked, and you match who fits those prophecies in today's time. All right. And that's how you're able to know who the biblical nations are. Okay. And then also, once again, the three classes of men. Now you know that. All right. That's pertinent information to know when you're breaking down prophecy as well. Okay. That you have the sons of the righteous, you have the sons of men, and you have the sons of the wicked. Okay. Which is Esau, Edom. All right. So Yahweh righteous, I was edifying. And as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. And until next time, Shalom and Abide Babal.